Before all the wondrous shows of the widespread space around him, what living sentient thing loves not all the joyous light, with its colors, its rays and undulation, its gentle omnipresence in the form of awakening day? The giant world of the unresting constellations inhales it as the innermost soul of life, and floats dancing in its azure flood. The sparkling ever tranquil stone, the thoughtful embedding plant, and the wild, burning, multiform beast inhales it, but more than all, the lordly stranger with the sense-filled eyes, the swaying walk, and the sweetly closed, melodious lips. Like a king over earthly nature, it rouses every force to countless transformations, binds and unbinds innumerable alliances, hangs its heavenly form around every earthly substance. Its presence alone reveals the marvelous splendor of the kingdoms of the world. Aside, I turn to the holy, unspeakable, mysterious night. Afar lies the world, sunk in a deep grave. Waste and lonely is its place. In the chords of the bosom blows a deep sadness. I am ready to sink away in drops of dew and mingle with the ashes. The distance of memory, the wishes of youth, the dreams of childhood, and the brief joys and vain hopes of a whole long life arise in gray garments like an evening vapor after sunset. In other regions, the light has pitched its joyous tents. What if I should never return to its children, who wait for it with the faith of innocence? What springs up all at once so sweetly, boding in my heart, and still the soft air of sadness? Dost thou also take a pleasure in us, dark night? What holdest thou under thy mantle, that with hidden power affects my soul? Precious balm drips from thy hands out of its bundle of poppies. Thou uplifted the heaviest laden wings of the soul. Darkly and inexpressibly we are moved. Joy startled, I see a grave face that, tender and worshipful, inclines towards me, and amid manifold entangled locks reveal the joyful loveliness of the mother. How poor and childish a thing seems to me now the light. How joyous and welcome the departure of the day. Dost thou not only therefore, because the night turns away from thee, thy servants, you now shrew in the gulfs of space whose flashing globes, to proclaim in seasons of thy absence thy omnipotence and thy return? More heavenly thou those glittering stars we hold the eternal eye which the night hath opened within us. Farther they see than the palest of the countless hosts. Needing no aim from the light, they penetrate the depths of a loving soul that fills a loftier region with bliss ineffable. Glory to the Queen of Worlds, to the great prophet of the holier worlds, to the guardians of blissful love. She sends thee to me, thou tenderly beloved, the gracious son of the night. Now I am awake, for I am thine and mine. Thou hast made me know the night, and brought her to me to be my life. Thou hast made of me a man. Consume my body with the ardor of my soul, that I turn to the finer air, may mingle more closely with thee, and then our bridal night endure forever. Novalis Hymns to the Night. We are not trying to drill down to simples with Novalis. We are looking towards the complex with intuition and heart. Novalis's kind of romanticism is the same romanticism as that of Goethe and Schiller. Rather than having a dependence on pure reason to guide our actions, and rather than having simply a reaction in terms of guiding our actions by the senses and by our feelings, German Romanticism sought to synthesize the two and unite it in a striving for the infinite and the beauty. Our pure reason and our senses can be harmoniously combined in an aesthetic striving and a search for our own perfection. Schiller called this the play drive, where reason and sensibility intermix in spontaneity and creativity. Or in Novalis's words, nothing is more romantic than what we usually call world and destiny. We live in a colossal novel. This has been Tuesday Talks with Irene. Please join me next week for the continuation of Novalis and What is the Soul? Please read Hymns to the Night by Novalis if you have the time, and never be afraid to pursue the why.